You are trapped, caught in an eternal dream, an endless cycle of life, death, and rebirth. The life we think we are living right now is nothing more than a dream that never truly ends. Does it end when we sleep? No, we simply enter another kind of dream. And then each morning we wake up and return to our regularly scheduled programming. But what happens when we die? According to many ancient traditions, death is not an end, but a transition, another dream. In the same way that our nightly dreams act as a transition between our day-to-day lives, the dreams we experience after death act as a transition between one life and the next. It doesn't matter if you are awake, asleep, or even dead. We will always find ourselves waking up inside of a new, carefully curated illusion. So how do we escape this never-ending dream? How do we wake up? According to the Tibetan Book of the Dead, the first step is to recognize you are dreaming. Okay, check. The second step is to ask the question, okay, if I'm dreaming, then which dream am I in? According to Tibetan cosmology, there are 6 dream states we pass through during the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. These dream states are called Bardos, and we pass through 3 of them during life and 3 of them during death. The 3 we pass through during life are the Kainai Bardo, which is the Bardo of waking life, the one we are all in right now. The Milam Bardo, which is the Bardo we pass through when we sleep, where we experience our traditional dreams. And lastly, the Samten Bardo, which is the dream state we enter during deep meditation. Now that we have specified which Bardo or dream we are currently in, we have to get even more specific about where we are within this dream in order to wake up from it. Luckily, we have an answer for that too. You are here. More specifically, you are inside this wheel somewhere. This ancient map is known as the Wheel of Existence, and it illustrates the 6 realms or states of being that we may find ourselves in during the dream of everyday life. The 6 realms are Hell, Hungry Ghost, Animal, Asura, Heaven, and Human. You are in one of these 6 realms right now. How do I know which realm I am in? Well, look around. The realm you are in is determined by your own view of the world, your perspective on the things going on around you and within you. Let's take a quick trip around the wheel and explore each of these realms to better understand where we might find ourselves in this dream. Starting with the Hell Realm. In the Hell Realm, people view the world as hostile and threatening, a place filled with others who are constantly trying to hurt or take advantage of them. Because of this, they respond to their world with anger and aggression, creating a cycle of suffering. The key to escaping this realm is understanding that our own hatred and aggression is projected onto the world around us. When we realize that there is no separation between ourselves and others, we realize that harming others only harms ourselves. Next up, we have the Animal Realm. The Animal Realm is characterized by survival mode thinking. Here, people and, of course, animals are primarily concerned with basic needs: food, shelter, mating, and self-protection. They're driven largely by impulse and instinct rather than self-reflection and planning. To transcend this realm, we must recognize that our actions have consequences beyond our immediate survival needs. We must expand our awareness beyond our personal interests and adopt a wider view of life. Next up, we have the Hungry Ghost Realm. The Hungry Ghost Realm is a cold and depressing place. Those who dwell here are never satisfied, constantly hungry for their next distraction and pleasure. You'll hear endless complaints about nothing ever being enough, and the grass always seems to be greener somewhere else. Liberation from this realm comes when we realize that true nourishment does not come from external sources. It comes from within. By practicing generosity and helping others, we can fill the emptiness within us that keeps us trapped. Next, we will enter the higher realms, and the lowest of the higher realms is the Asura Realm. The Asura Realm is filled with competition and power struggles. Those here have a me against the world mentality, and they're always guarding what they have while fighting for more. They'll use others as stepping stones and never stop to think about how their actions affect the people around them. The path out of this realm involves embracing qualities that cannot be taken away. Compassion, acceptance, generosity. When we realize that these qualities are our true wealth, the Asura's desperate grab for power becomes unnecessary. The Asuras are often characterized as those who are trying to get to the top of society. But what happens when you make it to the top? That is when you enter the Heaven Realm. The Heaven Realm appears perfect at first glance. Luxury everywhere, minimal suffering, and constant pleasure. But it's a trap. Without suffering, there's no opportunity for growth. The endless distractions disconnect us from spiritual development, and eventually, even pleasure becomes boring and meaningless. So, despite its initial appeal, the Heaven Realm is not the ideal place to be, as enlightenment is impossible in this realm. But the next realm just might give us the opportunity for enlightenment, and that is the Human Realm. The Human Realm is special because it blends elements of all the other realms. Here we will encounter suffering alongside joy, wisdom alongside ignorance, and generosity with greed. This unique balance ensures that we are never wholly defined by a single state, and it is this balance which gives us the opportunity to break free from the cycle of reincarnation. So now that we've gone through the 6 realms, let me know which realm you feel like you're in right now. Personally, I feel like I'm in the Human Realm right now, although I've definitely spent some time in the lower realms throughout my life. And I was reading some of the comments on my last video, and if you feel like you're in one of the lower realms right now, just remember that nothing is permanent, and in fact, change is inevitable. In my next video, I will share a step-by-step guide for how you can move between the realms and transform your reality. Remember that while the world shapes our perspectives equally shape the world. True liberation comes when we realize that there is no difference between the external world and our interpretation of it. It is all one unified experience. If you enjoyed this video and want to support the channel, please leave a like. It's the best way to show the YouTube algorithm that you want to see more content like this. And come back next week where I will give you a step-by-step guide for using non-dualism and the 5 koshas of yoga to manifest the reality of your dreams. That's it from me. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay curious.